Hi, it's Sage and I'm here with another video, this time talking about One Piece chapter 898. Now, as every week goes, we start with the cover page, and the cover page this week is one of the giants that we've heard mentioned before, and that's the Navigator Road, who's got this cool like mod look going on. I quite like his like look, I'm not gonna lie, it does appeal to me quite a lot. So, little mention to him before we get going. Now, the main focus of this week's chapter was going from the mirror to the port and how Sanji and Luffy were going to go there. And last week we saw the Germa come in, kind of lay waste to any notion we had that Sanji and Luffy weren't going to make it quite easily to the boat, in my view, because all of a sudden there was a fleet and a fighting force ready to aid them, and the Germa have continued to take out the fleet that's at the port, as well as take down a lot of the larger names, including Oven, at the mirror. So to me, it's looking like this is going to be an easy wrap up. We do get to see a lot of cool stuff though. We get to see that bullets that are being used do bounce off of their skin, as well as their raid suits. So it's not the raid suit, it's absolutely the exoskeleton that's like deflecting these bullets. We get to see more of the Vinsmoke snail boats, which is always really good, and Smoothie shouting at Daifuku and telling him that he's complacent, because he is. And yeah, it's generally quite a good chapter. The action's good, the fight scenes are good. Brûlé has a breakdown and says, "The purest boy of our family, why has he failed us?" About Katakuri losing to Luffy in the mirror world. So that is revealed. We do get that revealed in this chapter, which is pretty cool, because now that the Big Mom Pirates know, obviously the planners of Mount Dor and Baron Tamago, those two little whippersnappers, will know that Katakuri has fallen. Possibly. The only problem is that they might not be able to hear from Snack. Now, the reason I say this is, although we know that that news made Mount Dor, the other transponder snails are kind of being like blown up around, and there's so much smoke and they can't get through. So it looks like the people closer to the port can't get the order that Luffy and Sanji are making their way through. And not that it matters much, because Reiju takes care of them with a Pink Hornet is the current name, but we'll see what the new name is. But there were some really cool moments. Some of my favourite moments are, of course, when that sparkling Valkyrie comes into play, when Yonji uses his winch-like arm. And I've not really spoken to people about this much. A lot of people are like, oh, the Vinsmokes are very fast and strong, and where do they sit on this power scaling level now, because clearly we underestimated them. That's all well and good, but like, he uses his arm as a goddamn winch. Like, like, where did that come from, you know? Other than that, it's an all-around really good chapter. I've got to give it a solid 9. I mean, it wasn't too hype because it was vaguely predictable to me that the Vinsmokes would get these one-on-ones, that Sanji and Luffy would get kind of carried through, and that they would essentially say to him, you know, go, it's your time to go. And we did even have that flashback right at the end with Reiju of "run, don't you understand, don't come back here" kind of thing, which was more specific, and I should have definitely not expected it, but I did. And yeah. But moving firmly onwards, we now know that they will soon be returning to the Sunny. Next chapter will probably be focused on them joining the Sunny and the team again, them getting out of there as quick as they can, and the next thing will probably be the fallout of Big Mom, because we haven't seen anything of Big Mom this chapter. I don't think it's going to take a full chapter for them to get from where they are to the Sunny. The only way that I perceive that happening is if the reason that it's not currently drawn in is because someone like Snack will come up. I'm not sure if I see that this late in the game. It seems like Snack would have to get a very thorough beating very quickly, and I don't think that suits. I mean, it'd be great for anyone that likes Sanji, because then they could go, haha. But I don't see it happening, and I'm sorry. And I want to see it happening, but I don't. But yeah, I think that's most of the coverage of this chapter. How strong do you guys think the Vingsmokes are? Do you think that Sanji will end up fighting Snack? And what was your favourite move that the Germa used? For me, it's got to be the Sparkling Valkyrie. That panel was just amazing. Okay, it's been Sage.